Turn the music up and get up. It's lonely. Chico Bean.
Ready?
All right.
Yeah.
Let's look at it.
Fire 716. This is the girl Jay Cherie and this Big Frank in the morning. Big Frank is out Big Franking right now. So you know, you know the crew. We gonna hold it down. We got your boy The Dark Knight.
Good.
We got your boy Kev on air.
You
know, we coming in, you know, trying to drop the goodness because we had some minor delays. But you know, we wasn't gonna let y'all down. We was gonna come on through. How y'all doing this morning?
Sure, I'm chilling.
I'm all right. Steady maintain.
I mean, that's all you can really
all
do.
you can do
at this point.
on the hump day.
Listen, it is definitely hump day. You know, I'm doing all right. Got some things going on, some things I'm preparing for, but doing well. When we get back, we're gonna go straight into Big Girl Chronicles. So we're gonna enjoy this next election and you know have these commercials going so we can pay some bills. Have you heard? All right. This is your girl Jay Cherie at Big Frank in the morning. So, got this. Take a look.
Quick laugh. Picture one.
Mm-hmm.
Picture two.
I saw that.
I was like, oh snap. I didn't see it coming because it looks so gangster.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, you look so gangster in the first picture. I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, I was like, got it. How y'all doing this morning?
What's good with y'all?
What's going on, people? Talk to us. How was your day? You know, how are you? How are you guys?
Pay them bills. Oh, this week we've been doing a video. We ain't put the videos out. Josh said that question of the day should we promise?
What
He
is
just
that?
texted me. It's just probably some work. So Josh, I ain't know like that.
Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles, currently located at 701 Kensington Avenue in the city of Buffalo, New York. Come and get a taste of the greedy Greg's chicken sandwich with a famous and amazing slap sauce. And don't forget those specialty waffles, red velvet, cookies and cream, Cinnabon, only at Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles. Place your orders now at Crenshaw'sChickenandWaffles.com. That's Crenshaw'sChickenandWaffles.com. Pull up to 701 Kensington Avenue in the city of Buffalo, New York. That's Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles.
Come create at Hanley Studios, 545 Main Street, Niagara Falls, New York. Poetry, improv, comedy, music, and more. Hanley Studios, available for renting. We have lights, sound, and stage equipment. Hanley Studios, 545 Main Street, Niagara Falls, New York. We provide live streaming. For more information, call 716-371-2780, extension 2, 716-371-2780, extension 2.
Fire 716 Radio, serving the best in urban and inspirational music.
Okay, so what's good? You know, we got 7 people on. You know, say hello, say what's up, see how you doing. Big Frank is out, Big Franking right now. You know,
getting stuff done. Being an adult.
He's being who he is. So we hold it down for him. But how's everybody going? I know there's a specific topic that we're going to talk about, but how is everybody handling what happened yesterday? What is your mental space? What do you guys say?
Yeah. Effie Jackson said that this mass shooting is ridiculous. Praying for the families, protection and healing for Texas and all our children.
Yeah.
Definitely, most definitely.
For sure, because that's like
Crazy.
You gotta be sick in the mind to want to hurt some kids.
Yeah.
Like, that's wild.
Well, what make it worse is that this all happened in an open carry state. So like everybody in this state got a gun. You know what I'm
that didn't even
saying?
cross my mind. That's a fact.
And so
And he also wasn't a white person.
crazy, right?
He was not a white person.
And like
He was Mexican, I think?
Okay, as long as
you stupid. Anyway. But,
And
like,
that's where the priorities are.
you know, right before June, we gotta make sure that we good. Anyway,
sure.
but real spit. It's crazy. One is open carry state. And as I was meant to understand was that, you know, open carry states were a lot more safer because everybody is worried about getting pulled on, so nobody is pulling on each other.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But obviously,
that's not
they
the
pulling on the
case.
kids, which is crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
How did he? My biggest question was, how did he even get into the school?
Exactly.
It probably did not have metal detectors.
But and that's they.
Not even about
But
the
9 times
detectors.
out of 10 they didn't have security.
He walked into a school. Like the front office ain't be like, yo, who you here for? Nothing.
Nothing. Like he just walked in.
Because he walked in there and he only killed the kids.
Fact. And the teacher.
And the teachers.
It's 2 teachers.
But I'm saying the front office got at least 5 people in there. He walked by like 3 different women before he walked into a classroom.
Unless he walked, so like,
Unless he crawled through the window.
not just that, like how my old high school was set up, how traditional was set up.
Yeah.
There was, you could walk into the front door
And
Yeah,
walk
I got
straight
that
to the
big-
class.
and hook that right.
Legit.
And they never, unless like, so a student just let you in or whatever, they never knew you was in the building.
And they roll doors was
Yeah.
so long that you.
So it could, and looking at the outside exterior of the school,
Yeah.
it looked like it was kind of that kind of format where you could just walk in
And just,
And be about
and hook about, hook the
but
direction that
most
you want to go.
elementary schools have
have a front.
intercom.
Yeah, in the front office in
And
the beginning.
you know what I'm saying? You got to ring a bell to get in something in most elementary schools. Like,
I mean, unless, unless it was somebody that knew the person, you know what I'm saying? It was like, oh,
unless-
okay.
Oh man, that'd be crazy.
You know, I know them. Let them in.
But, like,
and,
Did he have kids at the school? Like, these
Right,
are my
like,
questions.
what's-
Like, even if I know who he is,
Was this a
bruh,
target,
you don't got no
like-
kids, I'm not letting you into school. Like, what you coming to the school for?
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you talk to somebody, they had a confidence in that this is just what they was doing today. You know what I mean? Which poses a totally different
That's-
narrative. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Why the kids?
kids though, I don't understand the kids.
I don't
feel
like
How
that.
long have you done this?
50 seconds.
Okay.
Like, I don't understand why they gotta have to be the kids. The kids is where it's hurting the most.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, people getting killed is suck, but shooting people that don't even know left from right, you know,
Right.
at this
Legit.
point, and just ending their life. Now, that's just.
And I'm not gonna lie, I was telling Daniel who was in the car because I was on the phone with my oldest sister because they live in Texas.
Oh wow.
So when I heard the news,
Right.
I was
You
like,
gotta check on your people.
better not be my niece, or I'm making the trip.
There's music bleeding through.
Huh?
Oh,
Headphones.
yeah, I'm loud.
I was
Take
like,
the other ones down.
That's not yours. Yeah, these two. Because we.
Yeah.
Turn the other two off. Yeah.
I was like, it better not be my niece, because I'm making the trip.
No,
like,
for sure.
There is music being played. Gotcha. It was me, Frank. It was me.
what's good, everybody? You already know what time it is. It is Big Girl Chronicles, and on this, this wonderful Wednesday, or however you want to, Wonderment Wednesday, however you want to view it, I want to talk about just make the decision. So the reason why I actually chose this Big Girl Chronicles is not geared towards necessarily a person specifically, but more to the system and the political system that we have now. Because if you guys do not know what the mass shooting that happened in Texas yesterday, I understand that, well, I just came to the understanding because of the Dark Knight that it's an open carry state, but how are we at a place with policies and procedures that we have not enforced some kind of good quality to protect the children or protect people in general? I don't understand how we can't just make a decision to implement certain policies and not be afraid of offense, because at some point, with Texas being an open carry, yeah, I get it, but there should be a system in place that there's a checks and balances system. There needs to be a place where there has to be security. Like even with the tragic shooting here, even though this person was on Twitch, getting ready to do everything that he had to do, and even in the policies of trying to get him out of tops and things like that, like the city is mourning, yes, but there's still no policy in place to prevent this from happening again. And it's not how many tragedies is it going to take before we just stop talking about our emotions and our feelings and just put something in place, just do what we need to do. Because at this point, I'm not gonna lie, I'm in the process of signing up for a permit class, because I'm like, you ain't gonna run up in my place of worship without me trying to get to you first. I'm just being heard, and I'm saying that stuff that you really want to say but you can't. And at this point, we have to stop being in a place of our emotions and having prayer vigils. It's time to just make a decision and implement policies. If people get offended, oh well, let them be offended. If people get mad because you have to go through a 15-step process to get a gun, be mad. Like, we just need to get to the place where we stop making it so easy for people's convenience and their emotions, and actually put into action what we've been saying for the last, I don't know how many presidents. Like, let's just get to the place that we stop talking and just make the decision to do what we need to do.
Right.
And this is your edition of Big Girl Chronicles. I ain't got to say that you're beautiful and intelligent, because this is some dumb stuff that happened.
Facts.
But you are beautiful and intelligent.
You are.
Sometimes.
But no, like, real talk, I'm at the place, I was sharing with the guys behind the scenes. I'm at the place where I am really frustrated with the emotional side of it. I get it. Don't get me wrong. They'll be like, oh, the radio station is insensitive. I am not. Because I was telling them, when I heard that it happened in Texas, I thought of my niece immediately, because she is a 4th grader.
Right.
And I was like, Lord, if something happened to her, this emergency fund I got on the side, somebody gonna get it. And then Kevin on air posed the question, and so did the Dark Knight, how did you just walk in? Like, how were you not spotted?
Yeah.
When you were walking in, why isn't there security? Like, why isn't there a metal? As much as they pay out, why isn't there a metal detector? Because I know how much Texas tuition is, because my sister has told me. So it's like, why aren't there steps put in place? And now, now that it's happened, it's like, oh, let's look for a policy change.
Right. Which is too late.
Right.
It's way too late. Way too late. My thing is, your state been a constitutional state from the beginning.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Y'all ain't have nothing in place just in case. Because everybody is supposedly walking around with a pistol on them. You can buy it at the store. You know what I'm saying? Like, buy a pack of cigarettes, buy a 9. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, everywhere should have something to prevent these kinds of things from happening.
Yeah.
Just for the simple fact that everybody got one.
Right. And not just that. After Columbine and Sadie Hooks,
Right.
there should have been policies in place after that. Because before then, we didn't really see this happen before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like Columbine hit, it was like, wow. And then shortly after that, Sadie Hooks happened. Yeah. So after those particular situations happened, I just think that schools in general should have just implemented something all over the country. Right. Because it's like, okay, we don't want to live in fear, but this is possible.
Right.
And now that, and we're going to get to local news, because I was looking at the local news night.
Right.
Okay.
Frank said it's easy to get in, here for pickup. But real spit, Frank, is not that easy. Because I pick Jada up from school from time to time, and they have a list of people
that can pick them up.
That are supposed to pick your kids up. If you aren't any of these people, sometimes only one person, but sometimes only their mama. Right. You know what I mean? You can't come into school. You know what I mean? So, like, unless, in my opinion, unless you had somebody let them in, unless people was just being negligent that day, or he could have had somebody at gunpoint walking him through the door. You know what I mean? Those are the only options other than coming through the window and starting shooting from jump. You know what I mean? Like those are the only things I can think of.
I'm not gonna lie. Here, it actually is a little bit easier than you think, because like I had a situation yesterday where somebody was like, "Can somebody pick up my son, tomorrow for school?" And like I was like, "Well, if I was available, how could I even do this?" Like, "Oh, I could just call them and tell them that you coming." You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so like, it was something that's simple.
But even with that, if you call them and tell them somebody coming, you still gotta come and you still gotta have a name and a name of the kid that you're coming to pick up. They still need to know who you is, because they won't just drop the kid off to anybody. They'll hold the kid, call the police, have the police come pick the kid up before they're gonna let a random person come pick the kids up.
So, we're gonna get more into it when we get back. We're gonna hit these hot topics real quick. But the question of the day is: would you honor your promise or word even if it involves reconnecting to someone or doing something that you don't want to do? That's our question. That's the question of the day. There is a story behind it, but I'm gonna share it later. But no, you're turned into Fire 716, Big Frank in the morning with your girl Jay Shree, The Dark Knight, and Kev on air. We'll be back after these, few A and B selections and some commercials. Let's get it.
As we pay the bills.
Listen, pay the bills.
Pay the bills.
Camera.
My real name is Stevie Jackson. So,
Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles, currently located at 701 Kensington Avenue in the city of Buffalo, New York. Come and get a taste of the greedy Greg chicken sandwich with a famous and amazing slap sauce. And don't forget those specialty waffles, red velvet, cookies and cream, Cinnabon, only at Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles. Place your orders now at Crenshaw'sChickenandWaffles.com. That's Crenshaw'sChickenandWaffles.com. Pull up to 701 Kensington Avenue in the city of Buffalo, New York. That's Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles.
Come create at Hanley Studios, 545 Main Street, Niagara Falls, New York. Poetry, improv, comedy, music, and more. Hanley Studios, available for renting. We have lights, sound, and stage equipment. Hanley Studios, 545 Main Street, Niagara Falls, New York. We provide live streaming. For more information, call 716-371-2780, extension 2, 716-371-2780, extension 2.
Fire 716 Radio, serving the best in urban and inspirational music.
Okay. So now that the connection's not there anymore, I'm happy we skipped all of that.
Right.
But now that the connection's not there anymore, it's like if he comes along,
Right.
what are you gonna honor your word?
Right.
Or are you going to just be like, nah, bruh, like you're not invited, you're not coming, like nothing. And so like it made me think like how many times we have promised people stuff. And it was like, but if you're not like yo, when I come up, you come up, but then 2 years later, y'all ain't friends no more. Yeah. So like it's like, will you honor your word with it? Or you just gonna be like, nah, bruh. Because like in this particular situation, this person is not getting invited to none of my major life events. Like was not invited to graduation. When the eldership happens, not getting invited to that. Like not getting invited to wedding, master's degree.
Dang.
Nothing. Like not a nana. Like because I know the detriment of the reconnection. Was it on the radio?
That last nah.
There was no music playing downtown.
Oh. I know the detriment of the reconnection. And although, I'm a person who loves to honor her word because I don't like breaking my word. In this point, honoring my word feels like it'll be a detriment to my peace. And I'll have to, then if I invite you, you're going to look into something else and be like, oh my God, we were connecting. Oh, we're getting close again. No. So like, that's why I posed the question. So would you honor your promise or your word, even if it involves connecting to someone or doing something you don't want to do?
I will honor my word if it has to do with doing something I really don't want to do. Because there's been many occasions where I was like, I say, yeah, I help something or do something, you know what I'm saying? But then when it come out, I'm like, yo, I really don't feel like doing this. Or like, it come up and I'll be like, yo, this other, like I made plans for today, didn't know that this was happening today. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, one of those general things like, yo, when I go and do this or when I move, you gonna help me move. Oh yeah, whatever. But then, you know, Tuesday come around, you like, I'm about to go see a movie, it's half off. Then your man call you like, yo, bro, I'm moving today. You helping? And you like,
Dang.
yeah, I said I was, so I will. You know what I mean? Like things like that. Like, you know, the only time I won't do that is if it's something more important that I gotta do. Like, I can't help you if I can't do it if I gotta do something with Jada or if I promise to do something with, you know, the family. Then I can't. Though at the same time, I would say something to my wife like, yo, I did promise I would do this. And, you know, then, you know, I'll leave it up to her because, you know, just like how I am with the Lord, you know, I am with Ron Quita, where I'm like, hey, Jesus said, you know, you know, well, Quita said, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I am as far as that goes. Now honoring something that we both agree, like a promise, like a future promise thing, that's a little hard. That's a little hard because I don't promise the girl that I would marry her and I'm not, you know, and obviously I didn't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Though, you know, I was young and I was stupid. Well, not even stupid, it's just that I was young, I didn't know what the future held. But at the same time, it's like, it's a hard question. It all depends. I guess it depends. Depends on what that thing is, you know.
Yeah.
Depends on what that thing is.
If me and the person had an agreement, and I promised their mother, right? I would be here no matter what, right?
Yeah.
Morning, B.
That's a little more serious.
But no, hear me.
I'm hearing you.
Like, cause we it's either we were best friends, or we was dating type situation. Like, but if we was dating and we not dating no more, see you later. But if we was if me and my best friend made a deal and put his mom on it, you know what I'm saying? Listen, Ma, I'm letting you know, no matter what, I'm always hold my brother down. Right. I'm always have his back, and when he get married, and 5-6 years go by, and within those 5-6 years, we ain't connected in 3 of them. You know, I don't know if I could.
Okay, hold on, Frank. The question is, would you honor your promise or word, even if it involves reconnection to someone or doing something that you don't want to do? That's the question.
I know it. When you put it that way, Kev, like, this.
Because like you,
if I made a promise, right, to take care of somebody's child, if something happened to you, you know, I would hold that.
That's different.
That's
different. I will uphold that.
Because that kid ain't doing,
you know what I'm saying? Even, but like serious things, I feel like I wouldn't have a choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Things that were like don't matter.
Fact.
You won't have a choice. Now stuff like, yo, bro, we both was like, yo, you know, one day we gonna fix a car, and then like, yo, bro, if I get a car one day, you know what I'm saying, and we, you know, an old joint, and we gonna fix that joint up, you're like, oh yeah. 5 years go by, you know what I'm saying, and we ain't talking like that, you know what I mean? And then you get a new car, and you're like, yo, bro, you gonna be fixing? I'm looking at you like, nah, bro. I done bought a car now, you know what I mean? Right. I said that back when we ain't had nothing.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I was willing to work on something when I ain't had nothing. 5 years went by, bro. I done got a job, bro. I done bought a car.
I done bought a car.
But even if it comes to the seriousness, I guess for me, my peace is more important than a promise. Like, because even for the scenario that I gave y'all behind the scenes, that if you don't know, you just don't know. Like, I know the opening of that door is going to invade my peace. Yeah. Like, because I know the potential of you getting on my nerves. I know the potential of you making it about you. I know the potential about your stunting on Facebook if I did let you in to make it look like that you're in a place that you're not. I know.
The question is in the overview.
Oh, he didn't post it.
When you go to overview, when you switch over from.
But no, normally when we do question of the day, it's going across the screen.
You're right. Right.
But no, like, based on that specific situation, I would be like, nah, like, talk about me if you want to, have the narrative you want to create when you're not present, like, because my peace is more important than, you feeling like, oh my God, this person promised me. Because like, when I made the promise, I never saw me and that person not ever talking again or being cool again. Like, I never saw that. So that's why I made that promise, because I was like, yo, we getting this for the long haul. But now that the long haul has hauled, like, and I know how much it cost me, like how much my peace was on forfeit when we were in connection. To open that door again, to fulfill a promise, I'm like, nah, because there's people I promised that once I was successful, they was coming with me. Ain't none of them N-words coming with me. Like none of that, because their character showed me that I can't trust you. So like, for me, it's not, if it's something like taking care of a kid, if you pass away or something like that, yeah, I'm gonna honor that because I'm not raggedy. But when it comes to my actual peace, something that I had fought for most of my life, your re-entry, that's a clean cut no. It's not even like a think about it no for me. Like, it's just now you're the person whoever the person is, now you're gonna have to deal with the consequences of not.
Frank said nope.
You're gonna have to deal with the consequences of why you forfeited your position.
Right. But what if it ain't up to you?
What do you mean?
Like, what if, like, don't get me wrong, I get you keeping your peace, right? Keeping your peace is very important. But what if it's not really up to you? Well, God, like, yo, you need to honor that because you made that promise. You know what I mean? Like, then what? Like, obviously you probably would still do it, but then how would you go about dealing with that then?
The agreement is
broken when you broke away. That's the book. That's the
book of Frank.
The book of Frankalation. But no, like, you know what? I'll say specifically for this situation, it would be hard to believe that the Lord would tell me to embrace toxicity.
I get you. Sure.
Because, like, we talk about, the Bible says He wishes above all things that we prosper and be in good health, even as our soul prosper. Toxicity brings a certain hit to your health.
Oh, for sure.
And your mental space. So I would actually think that's the enemy telling me that. Because I would especially because I know the voice of God, but I don't believe God be like, welcome into toxicity just so they can feel like they don't have to pay for their consequences. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that. For a general situation, yes, I'm going to be very obedient to God. I'm going to have a moment. God is going to get a side eye. And it's just like, but, in specific situations where I feel like it interrupts the very things that God promises you, I don't see God doing that. I just feel like that goes against the character of God. Like, in Bible study yesterday, we were talking about, what if, they were talking about the young man who did the massacre in Buffalo, and it was like, how do you feel about this? And one person was like, I believe in grace, but, I feel like he should get the death penalty. And then the question was posed, well, what if God sends you to the prison to talk to this person? And it was like, nah, I can't do that. And I was like, God got a funny way. Of making you do stuff that you feel like you can't do in your own strength, and that's why we can't do it, because it's in our own strength. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, if God was like, Jessica, go to the prison and talk to that young man, I could. Right. Because, like, I have been a few moments for murder myself. Like, so, like, real talk. Like real talk, murder. Not like, dude, I can kill you. Like, nah, I made a plan. Like, I said to certain individuals, if I get caught, I'm gonna plead guilty because I ain't gonna put y'all in a position where you're gonna have to lie. Like, this is like it has been because when and it was a situation where it was abusive. So I was like, if I got to take you out in order to live, I'm gonna do that. But like for me, guys saying, hey, go to the prison and go talk to that young man. That's easy for me. But for somebody who felt the way like they felt yesterday, like I want this dude to die, that's a challenge. And so like that's why I said I don't believe that God will put you specifically in a place that's going to interrupt your peace or introduce toxicity, even though what God may ask you may be challenging for you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I hear it.
Because God will ask a hard thing.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
God will ask a hard thing, but it's definitely in your strength to do it. But like reconnecting to do a promise just because like I for me personally, I don't see God operating in that. I don't. But if you told somebody, like I told the story a couple weeks ago, somebody told me like, oh, you'll never be a millionaire. And I said, when I become a millionaire, I'm gonna find you and buy you a car. I'm gonna honor that.
For sure.
When I become a millionaire, because I know somebody that know that person, get in contact with them. I'm gonna take them to the lot and buy them a car. Not to throw it in their face, but because I made a vow to that. Like, and me and this person don't talk. We're not cool or nothing, but I'm gonna still do what I said I'm gonna do because I'm a person of integrity. There's somebody I'm not friends with no more, but God told me when I get the money, like when I get into my millions, send them a certain amount of money. Whether I got to send it through their sister or not, I'm going to still honor my word because that's something that God told me to do. Mm-hmm. But yeah, do something I don't want to do. I'm wrong. I don't do things I don't want to do. I'm sorry.
You do stuff I want to do all the time, though. You know what I'm saying?
The only stuff I do that I don't want to do is obedience to God. Like, if there's a person asking me to do something I don't want to do, I'm good with the no. Because I struggle with saying no for a very long time. Yeah. So now it's like, oh, you want to do this? No.
Yeah.
But no. I would rather take a nap. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I would rather be at home. Like, but you say, if I ever do this, no. Frank said, I'm gonna honor God, but not my word. I lie. Not I lie. That's so complicated. Because
I don't lie on purpose, though. Sometimes I slip through it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I forget. Right. I'm a very forgetful person. Sometimes I forget. If you ain't call me, you know what I'm saying, to remind me, I forgot. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. Gotta remind me. If you want me to do something for you, you gotta remind me, fam. Like, no, legit.
I mean, I lie by accident. Like, that's why when people
you're not gonna do it.
When people be like, pray for me, and I'm like, okay, I got you. And then I literally forgot. So now I pray for them. Intention. Like, I pray for them now. Like, as soon as they pray for me, I will bust out the prayer now. Because it's like, if I tell you I'm gonna pray for you, you're like, oh my God, pray for this. And I'm like, sure, I got you. How much time we got?
Got 50 seconds.
Okay. 30 seconds later, especially when I was in school, 30 seconds later, I'm gonna forget that I'm supposed to be praying for you. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's gonna come to me 2 weeks later, probably when you heal and everything is okay. Like, I was supposed to be praying for you for something. Like, so I unintentionally lie.
I said yes. God honored my yes, and He just did it. God honored my yes. Yo,
he could be like, yo, you said you was gonna pray for me. My bad.
My fault.
Your faith pulled you through.
Look at you on your own.
Look at you being on
doing it by yourself. Look at you. Look at God stretching you to lean on Him totally by yourself.
Yo.
But no, I definitely like that. The I lie thing is strong because I try really hard not to. But
I'm gonna honor God. Not my
like
word.
I said, you lie with good intentions.
Listen,
I can't with Frank. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm leaving it at that. Frank, you stupid. It's so honest though.
Right.
Fire 716, this is Big Frank in the morning with your girl Jay Cherie, The Dark Knight, and Kev on air. Listen, as y'all know, we told you before, Big Frank is out Big Franking and living his best life. But we go work it out for the kid, because this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? We get ready to get into the question of the day, and then we gonna start with one hot topic that we just need to.
We just gotta hit.
The question of the day is, would you honor your promise or word even if it involves reconnection to someone or doing something you don't want to do? Dark Knight?
No, I said that I would, if it's something super serious, I would. Like, if something happened to you, would I take care of your kid? Most definitely. If something happened to you, would I drive your car to somebody to let them know that, this what it was, it is, or like some real serious stuff. If something happened to you, would I do it? I will always honor those. Stuff like, would you go to the store after you leave the radio station? I'm gonna forget. So, I'm saying, you know what I mean? So, like, serious promises, I would. As far as reconnecting with a person, that's a little bit more difficult. If it was something I absolutely need to do, or if it was something that I needed to swallow my pride to do, I'd probably be on the fence about it. Like, it's a couple people that I don't really bang with, but I don't dislike anymore. Because at one point I really was not banging with them, but now it's like, whatever, if they came around, I wouldn't hate them. You know what I mean? If I was doing something and I thought that it would work out if I involved them, I would possibly say something, even if it was through somebody else. But at the same time, if it comes to a point where I swallow my pride to deal with you, I'd probably be like, I'd rather just do it on my own. So,
Kev on air?
I mean, some connections are not meant to be reconnected.
Mm-hmm.
Some things, like, just, you don't have to always reconnect.
Right.
So it's a no for me on that level. Some things I found, doing things that you don't want to do sometimes can be beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to cut this lady's grass, but I'm gonna cut this lady's grass because it's a nice thing to do. But then she turns around and gives you $100 for cutting like this little patch of grass, and you needed that $100 to pay your car note. Like,
right.
You get what I'm saying? So, like, doing things that you don't want to do sometimes can just put you in the right place. But sometimes your mind just takes control. It's like, nah, I'm not doing that.
I said for me, specific to this situation, it was a no. It was a definite no.
Sure.
There was a no. There's an absolute no. But when it comes to reconnection, I'm in a season of my life where if God has not told me to reconnect, I'm not reconnecting. So obviously that means I got to fulfill that promise or that word.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to doing something I don't want to do, that only really for me is with the Lord. Because I'm okay with the word no. No is a complete sentence. And I'm not going to be guilted into feeling like I have to do it because if I say no, I'm going to be guilty. Now, there's some things that like God has told me to do that I want to say no, but I know God. So either I'm going to prolong this process or I'm just going to do it off the grip and keep moving on. So like, I think it really is situational. And it has to do what's best for you at that point, because self-care is making the best decisions for you. So that's my perspective. The one hot topic I want to get into before we go on our next break. Walmart. Walmart pulls the Juneteenth ice cream and issues an apology.
I bet y'all Negroes did.
I kind of feel like I can feel two ways with this.
I know how Frank will feel.
I feel like one, like Walmart somebody probably was like, bruh, you might want to make this right because people of color shop at your store and you are offensive. So it could be from a genuine place, or it could be from like a place of, At least we got the t-shirts. Like, at least they didn't make us put a Juneteenth t-shirts. Like the intention behind it could be so different. Like,
it'd be like, yo, if we take this away, they will forget about all the other stuff that we got in the front of the store.
Right. Like they'll still buy the red, black, and green balloons. Like, so I don't know what Walmart's intention was. I do, I would like to have faith in humanity and believe that they were genuinely sorry for being offensive. But let's be honest. There's 2 cashiers at Walmart. Steady. That's very offensive to me, and you still will not open up more lanes, even during Black Friday and Christmas.
Don't make no sense.
So, but
you look at me wrong.
how do y'all feel about the Walmart pulling the ice cream and issuing an apology?
I mean, to each his own.
At this point.
At this point, you did it. I mean, you could have wore the shoes. You got them on. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? Shoot. Yesterday I was like, "Show, I'm gonna give me some cream delicious. I'm gonna look for it."
Right. I was gonna try it. I was
cream
gonna
delicious today because
and then I was gonna get some cream delicious.
That's my job. Right? That's the job I'm on right now. You know what I mean? I think that a part of me is like that is a very responsible thing to do as a corporation, as an entity. You know what I mean? Like, you understand the situation that you're in. You understand the crazy stuff that's happening around at this moment in time, and you should be sensitive to those things.
Right.
Plus, racially charged ice cream is
racially charged ice cream.
I'm just saying, Juneteenth ice cream. Juneteenth ice cream. Fine. Juneteenth ice cream that tastes like red velvet cake and cheesecake.
Not fine.
You know what I'm saying? If you just put out vanilla ice cream that was green, red, and black, I'd have been like,
that would have been cool.
Don't do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Show love. That's showing love to me. You know what I mean? But then when you culturally appropriate it into something else, I'm looking at you like, no. Trixie said, I didn't see the ice cream, but if we don't like it, just don't buy it. Let that stuff sit on the rack.
Yeah,
thing is, let's be real. Sure. It was a pint of great value ice cream. It was only like $1.59. Like, it was like, it ain't getting nobody's pockets. I'm just seeing it in Walmart. It's just that will be aggravating to me. So I didn't see it when I looked for ice cream at Walmart. So
when we get back, we're gonna get into more hot topics, more hot conversation. But right now, we're getting ready to pay some bills, and we're gonna listen to some good music. Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning.
Ow. The closer I get to
which is funny because like
Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles, currently located at 701 Kensington Avenue in the city of Buffalo, New York. Come and get a taste of the greedy Greg's chicken sandwich with a famous and amazing slap sauce. And don't forget those specialty waffles, red velvet, cookies and cream, Cinnabon, only at Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles. Place your orders now at Crenshaw'sChickenandWaffles.com. That's Crenshaw'sChickenandWaffles.com. Pull up to 701 Kensington Avenue in the city of Buffalo, New York. That's Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles.
Come create at Hanley Studios, 545 Main Street, Niagara Falls, New York. Poetry, improv, comedy, music, and more. Hanley Studios, available for renting. We have lights, sound, and stage equipment. Hanley Studios, 545 Main Street, Niagara Falls, New York. We provide live streaming. For more information, call 716-371-2780, extension 2, 716-371-2780, extension 2.
Fire 716 Radio, serving the best in urban and inspirational music.
Things, but as far as ice cream, I'm gonna get me at this point. Even if it's only for Creamalicious when I see it.
Yeah,
I'll do Creamalicious as I see it. If I see it, I'm like, gotta support it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just off grip, even if I don't eat it right away.
Fact.
Because I don't buy ice cream and eat it for like months. Yeah, I'm good like that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I got deep freezer. Put it in deep freezer. Always got something over the deep freezer. I know I'm lazy. I'm not gonna pick it up if I gotta go and look for it.
And dig for it. That's a fact.
Sometimes you gotta build the maze in order for you guys to clear.
see, but I'm dedicated. If it's ice cream, I'm gonna make Dude, like, I'm gonna make my way to the ice cream. Like, legit, I have a mini fridge in my bedroom. Like, it's just, but I mean, it has water and juices and stuff in it. Like, but, like, I won't put the ice cream in my bedroom because that's just fat. But like water, juice, and stuff like that, like, cool. Because sometimes in the middle of the night, you just don't feel like walking to the kitchen. It's like, but yeah, no, hey, Keisha, if I bought the ice cream, my mind is thinking about the ice cream all day.
No, for
like,
sure.
But you know, now that we've grown now, you know, I want to eat ice cream. Buy it. If I buy it, I'm probably eating it out the store. Like, I'm grown. Like, you know, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Who go Presty? Cynthia. She don't live at my house.
That's funny.
Yeah.
She might press me though. I don't know.
Because like now, I was just like, yo, I work out the hardest during the summer. Like, I'll go to the gym 3 days a week.
Ain't that weird? During the summer, I'll be out here.
Like,
I'll be like, you know what? I'm gym.
My gym sessions is like 1 to 2 hours. Like, going hard. It get cold. I was like, no. But for me, it was more cold in school. Because it was like radio station, school, church stuff. Where am I going to the gym? Like, I'm going to bed. Because I'm not going to Planet Fitness at 11 o'clock at night. No, I need to be asleep because I got to get up to go to the radio station the next day. But like, now that school is over, I'm like about to schedule my personal training session, be back in the gym like 1-2 hours, had a hydro massager, you know, live my best life.
Drop me a good 50 over the summer, you know what I'm saying?
See, dudes lose weight quicker than women.
See, nah, it's all about what you eat and how your body reacts to the things and what you eat. Because I know some people that can eat junk, that can eat mostly junk, but then start eating like meat and stuff and like start gaining weight. But if they cut the meat out, they be like most of the stuff out, they be like, yo, I'm chilling. You know what I mean? With me, I know my thing is mostly dairy. If I cut dairy out, I'll drop it slowly but surely. You know what I mean? Because it really don't matter how much protein I eat. As long as I cut dairy and the fried food, I'll be good for the most part.
But like, I don't know. I kind of disagree because I know, like, I remember because me and my dad at one point, we both was like, yo, we're gonna stop drinking pop. Like, my dad lost so much weight so fast when he stopped drinking pop. I lost like 6 pounds. Like, I was just like, yo, my dad's like, yo, I lost like 15 pounds. Shut up. Like, I don't care about your life right now. Like, because even in his, like, he was going around Delaware, like, he would walk around Delaware Park, and I give my dad props because he's 71. He could do around the Delaware Park in like 21 minutes. He out here. He out here pushing hard, like 21 minutes. All right. Like, my dad out here pushing. Huh?
That's when I'm chilling. That's a nice smooth 45-minute walk.
Especially when I'm chilling in the jazz.
Yeah, like, I have, like, he's like, talk to me, and I'm like, yo, he's like, oh, I'm getting ready to do another lap. I'm like, dude, it's been like 21 minutes. Like, he was pushing, going around the park in 20 minutes. He out there. But like, even when me and my dad kind of started our weight loss journey together, obviously he was more successful than I was because he lost 71 pounds, and I currently are where I am. Like, but like going to the gym and stuff like that, when I was going to the gym, like I had a side by side, you know, because I was like, okay, I'm actually losing weight. And then I looked at my dad, and my dad has a cake in his house all the time, like all the time. And this dude steady be losing weight. Like, and I'm just like, how do you have cakes and treats and stuff in your house all the time? Like, I have a minimum amount of treats in my house. But, and I have lots of water in there, and he's like,
it's nothing. Different though, because you know your dad's older now. You know what I mean? So it's like his ability to consume is definitely dropped, like significantly. You know what I mean? So even if he's eating random stuff, his calorie intake is probably really low.
Hey, Derica.
True. For the simple fact that he's not young, he's not as young as he was, and he's not able to eat how he was eating.
Oh no, but he can still eat.
You know what I mean?
That man can still eat.
But that's crazy because as a kid, I could dog some food. But as I got older, my plate size got smaller and smaller, yo.
Sometimes, you know, it's a force thing, you know, because I had to stop myself. At one point, it was like, I need to slow down.
Yeah.
I'm not as active as I was being. You know what I mean? Especially once I started driving, it was like, yeah, bro, you got to chill.
Yo.
Not even that. It's just, I'm like, yo, man, you really get it. Like, you ain't
doing Uber and Lyft, I gained my most weight.
Oh man.
Doing Uber and Lyft.
Because you sitting down so much and then you get
you just picking up food in between rides and you eating.
Oh man.
Like, I was just like,
good.
yo.
Grab me some. oh man, that chicken.
And then it'll be
Right.
I might
you
grab
be
it, so.
going to places.
Right.
You like, well, I'm here.
While I'm here,
Well, I'm
like,
at ETS.
right.
Might as well.
Why
You know what I'm saying?
So like honestly, for me, like
Yeah.
doing Uber, stop doing Uber and Lyft was like the best thing for me
Yeah.
because like even though I was bringing in a good chunk of money, it was just like, yo, I was getting bigger. Like when I first started doing Uber and Lyft until now, I gained like 15 pounds because I was just driving and eating, and then I was like, yo. I was like, God, maybe this is why you kind of closed the door on it because it was just like, daughter, I need you to live. Like Frank said, consistency is important.
Yeah, that's true too.
And that's very true. And it's even funnier because we say that and then we try to do chicken wing challenges and we make
Right, we talk about
that
chicken
is
wing
a
challenges,
separate
ice cream.
thing.
we are making a fat trip. Like,
Chicken wings are healthy.
if they're air fried.
Only if they're air fried.
Air fry everything.
But then again, you got the sauces on it. Like, no.
But see, there's a particular restaurant that I do enjoy their air fried wings, but since they're not paying for advertisement, you won't know who they are. But they do air fried wings.
Word?
Yes.
Great.
And their air fried wings are quite delicious. Like I'll do the air fried wings hard body.
Oh, word.
Other people's air fried wings taste like they're. I'm not gonna lie. Like
As long as you season the wings like you're making regular wings. You just put them in the air fryer.
Yeah.
so yeah. I mean, if somebody would like to sew an air fryer into my life, I'm
Man,
perfectly
listen,
okay with
what?
accepting an air fryer. But like that, and then
I'm
like.
always ready to buy air fryer. I don't know why. I be like the air fryer got the house. I'm like, yo, I want to replace that with the same exact air fryer. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, if you do that, pass me the old air fryer. I'll clean it up real good.
just the old air fryer got all the seasoning in it though. You like, dang.
See,
It's like a Teflon pan.
You know what I'm saying? It got all the taste in there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
All
man,
the
that
taste
sound
is
like-
in that joint.
that sounds like my dad saying
It's like a nice
that
cast iron.
about
Just stand up.
the toaster oven.
Yeah, same thing.
No, it's not. That's nasty. Clean that tray out, bro.
Even if it's not even about cleaning it out, because even when I clean it, stuff it's just ingrained in it. You know, cook with it so much. You're like, yo, the taste is still in here, bro. It's still a taste in here.
I don't use a toaster oven. It's weird. Oh, I thought
It's like a sandwich maker. You know what I'm saying?
I don't use a toaster maker. Like I don't use a toaster oven. But like back before I had a microwave, I made everything in my sandwich maker. Like I had I made eggs in that bad boy,
Sandwich
pancakes,
maker is
bacon.
clutch.
Like I was cooking chicken in my sandwich maker.
You can though.
You can.
It's clutch.
Because as soon as that thing go down, it's cooking it
cooking.
hard. Like,
Panini joint.
Yeah.
Oh.
like I was making like my dad like, how did you make a full meal? Like in your
Listen.
sandwich, like I was grilling my asparagus on my sandwich maker.
Listen.
Like,
No.
I had full meals coming out of there because
YouTube channel.
listen.
What's it saying?
Like it was at the time because I didn't have a microwave. Like at the time, also I didn't have a stove in my house. Like so, it was like, how the girl gonna eat? Sandwich maker.
Yo,
Like,
legit.
then when I got my microwave, it was like microwave and sandwich maker because I still didn't have a stove. So it was like I was making full meals from sandwich makers
Listen,
in the microwave.
that's
Like
a fact.
I made a meal a couple days ago. If I had to take a picture of it, like, yo, she was in there slamming
All right, so
microwave.
since
Come
we
on.
on meals.
Yeah.
Lately, I have been. So if you go to 7-Eleven, they got the noodles in the bowl.
Right.
The spicy shrimp joint.
Right.
Fire. The joints with the 4 chili peppers on it. Spam. Saute the spam. Make the noodles. Throw the noodles in the pan. Whip that bad boy up.
That's it. Yo, you
went-
and John, bro.
You went to China and
bro.
back.
You and John with the spam, bro.
Listen, I
As
just
an adult,
hopped on it though.
As an adult, I can't eat spam right now because the salt content is
Low sodium, they got it. I promise you.
still.
High as free.
Listen,
I can't do spam. Like as a kid, like because when you was someone
I did it as a kid.
as an impoverished lifestyle, like they was making spam sandwiches and then cooking it up, putting your hash,
It's different.
all the other kind of stuff. As an adult, I cannot actively eat spam.
Man, it hit different. You gotta make it right.
Cause like ramen noodles, I've made full like grill some chicken, put the chicken in there, some vegetables.
The egg.
I haven't done the egg with the ramen noodles.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing.
I probably don't. You know what I'm saying? But oh yeah, we did come in with hot topics. Good morning, Julian. Good
But
morning.
man, it's crazy. I'm telling you, man, some random stuff that get made in my house and stuff that used to get made at my mama's house.
Listen.
When I bring it up to people, they're like, I'll be like, "Oh, you ain't had it?" Like in my head, I'm like, lima bean sausage. You know what I'm saying? Over rice.
You didn't have a syrup sandwich?
You never had a syrup sandwich?
You never had a tomato sandwich?
I love tomato sandwiches, bro.
Tomato sandwiches aren't good.
Especially after the next day, bro. You make it, put it in the fridge, eat it in the morning.
I never had a tomato sandwich.
Like when you make it at night, put it in the fridge, take it to school. But it's different. This is just how much I know was.
All right, Mike's hot.
Fire 716, Big Frank in the morning. It's your girl Jay Cherie with the Dark Knight and Kev on air. Listen, we get ready to get into these hot topics and some local news. Hot topics: United Airline employee is fired after punching Denver Bronco player Brendan Langley. So I saw this
video was. My cousin showed me that.
I saw this video. If you did not see this video, you need to see it. Because he put in some work. Like, so basically the flight attendant and the person was unidentified at the moment, but he's actually he was a former Denver Bronco cornerback. They got into a verbal altercation, and what happened was the attendant for United Airways smacked this dude. The Denver Bronco player then went in to put in some work. Like, he hit this dude so hard that he stumbled, crashed, and tried to get up and was Daisy. If you can see it, are we put it on Facebook?
I don't think we're gonna put it on Facebook.
Okay.
Only because I don't know how to download it.
But yeah, so
might share it to the page later.
We might put it on the page later. But no, first of all, this guy got to work because he should have never put his hands on him in the first place. But he punched the dude so hard that he fell into the luggage. Then like the joint where the luggage goes to rotator, smacked his head on that, got up, and he was dazed and confused. And the player
hit him, man.
The player asked him, "Oh, you back up and you want some more?" So the employee actually got fired. No charges are being brought up on the Denver Bronco player at this moment, but we'll see what's to come. Pastor proposes to a widow during the husband's funeral.
Oh, that is trifling. Hold the
He's been waiting his turn.
I mean,
no, we need to stop.
I saw the video.
We need to stop that right.
The casket wasn't even in the ground yet.
My God.
Like you saw the casket in the background of the proposal video.
Yo.
And the fact that the woman said yes lets me know that they was doing stuff before
that is the most trifling thing I've ever heard.
No.
Yeah, they was definitely doing sneaky sneak.
Y'all must and this sounds so bad. Y'all must have been talking about it while the husband was dying. Y'all must have been talking, having whole conversations about it.
They had a side relationship.
Had to have a side relationship. Had to.
He could have legit been waiting his turn.
Look though.
Listen, I know Deacon Sanford.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying though. Waiting your turn, right? Bruh, her husband, not her boyfriend, her husband. This Negro that she done spent time with, probably even had kids with, you know what I'm saying? This person she shared her life with, not even in the ground, at the funeral, proposed one in front of her kids,
and her family, yeah,
his family, and then she said yes.
She did say yes,
bro. She did.
He put the ring on her finger. That's how the video ended.
The pastor trifling, because if he ever would have did that at my family funeral, don't care who your pastor bishop is, we would start.
There's gonna be two bodies in the ground,
right? We about to have two funerals. Choir, keep singing. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I said they were probably doing something on the side because
and everybody must have known about
even
it.
if
Everybody whooped him out.
Even if he was waiting, quote unquote, waiting his turn, they had no kind of courtship. Like he did the funeral, amen. By the way, will you marry me? Like, you're not gonna marry somebody that you was not in no kind of relationship with, or you didn't have no kind of. It's hard for me to believe that you was like, oh my God, my husband gone. Oh yes, I'll marry you, Pastor.
Stockholm syndrome don't work that way.
It's possible.
It's highly unlikely.
Highly unlikely.
It's very possible.
But
the possibility is 1%.
Another hot topics, we did talk about the Texas elementary shooting. You know what I'm saying? At Robb Elementary, prayers go out to the families of the not only the students but the teachers who lost their lives, the system, and the school system as a whole, and those who are dealing with the trauma of this experience. Buffalo is praying for you.
No, for sure.
For real. In local news, Niagara Falls implements a policy that requires visitors to call and verify identity before coming to the school. Why wasn't this already a policy?
Was that not already a thing? I swear. Like I said,
but it said the post said in wake of what happened in Texas. So they just implemented this policy.
That doesn't, which just shows you how terrible
our school system is, yo.
Yeah.
Like, what?
No, I get it.
It takes somebody losing their life to implement policies like that. Is nuts to me, yo.
It was like, in wake of the Texas shooting, this is our new policy.
That's how.
Dude.
That's how humans are, man.
I was so when I told you I was like righteously angry when I read this. So I was like, so you waited till 13 or 12 to 13 babies die, and then be like, we probably should have a policy where people gotta call and verify, before they come.
They should have.
Buffalo school system, if you're not doing this already, I need you to get on your
Listen, why do we have a problem with planning ahead? Like, we wait till something tragic happens to make change. Like, we gotta have a better plan.
Right? It's a trifling thing. You don't think that as far as schools go, your first goal is to protect the children. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Even before stuff happened, people have been shooting up. When people started shooting schools before, from then, it should have been nothing. We ain't let nobody in the school. They don't have no ID. We ain't let nobody in the school. They don't have no kids here. We ain't let nobody in the school that ain't call ahead. You know what I'm saying? To our school for Applied Tech, you gotta call them. One, you gotta call them if you're gonna get your kid early, and then if you get your kid early, it needs to be before school is letting out early. Like, it can't be after 3. After 3 o'clock, if you come to get it don't count as you come to get your kid early. You just got to wait till 3:30.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make no sense.
In Buffalo, a male victim was shot on Pennsylvania Street near the Lakeview Ave. Police are looking for more information. If you know anything related to this case, please reach out to the police and help them, catch the person. The person is non-life-threatening injuries, thank God. So, they're in the hospital recovering. But if you have any information, go ahead and just give it to the police so we can just start solving crimes over here. When we get back, we'll have our final words. This is your girl, Jay Shree, The Dark Knight, kept on air with Big Frank in the morning. Let's go. Let's get it.
I just want to say
I am sleepy. And I am hungry. But I need to go home as soon as I leave here.
You're going to fly.
And prep for this sermon. Because I'm like, God, what am I preaching about? Ain't got nothing yet. It's Wednesday. Sunday morning, 10 a.m.
Oh,
not 10 p.m.
You got it. I believe you.
I don't need a 11 o'clock on Saturday type of situation.
It's how it be sometimes.
I need a prep.
Right. Properly
prep situation going on. Oh, I got to from my printer.
Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles, currently located at 701 Kensington Avenue in the city of Buffalo, New York. Come and get a taste of the greedy Greg's chicken sandwich with a famous and amazing slap sauce. And don't forget those specialty waffles, red velvet, cookies and cream, Cinnabon, only at Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles. Place your orders now at Crenshaw'sChickenandWaffles.com. That's Crenshaw'sChickenandWaffles.com. Pull up to 701 Kensington Avenue in the city of Buffalo, New York. That's Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles.
That's because they need to change gun policy.
Come create
Like they really
Come
need
create at Hanley Studios, 545 Main Street, Niagara Falls, New York. Poetry, improv, comedy, music, and more. Hanley Studios, available for renting. We have lights, sound, and stage equipment. Hanley Studios, 545 Main Street, Niagara Falls, New York. We provide live streaming. For more information, call 716-371-2780, extension 2, 716-371-2780, extension 2.
Fire 716 Radio, serving the best in urban and inspirational music.
In the sport of shooting, like you said,
Yeah.
like if you, but even then, you don't walk around with those guns because those guns are important to you.
They
You
not.
know what I'm
unless
saying?
you in the South and they got them guns behind, they pick
You
up
know,
truck.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But like, I'm just saying, people that do it for like sports reasons, like they keep their guns in special
Cases and
drug
stuff.
cases. You know what I mean? They don't play around with those because you can't just be shooting those all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So but like shooting guns
And
with
even
assault
with
rifles,
that, even with sporting for shoot, it's two different ammunition.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you shooting trap shooting, that's bird shot.
Right.
You shooting animals, that's buckshot. There's difference. So if you don't know there's between bird shot and buckshot, you don't need to be
You don't
shooting.
need to shoot no gun.
No way. No way. But like the fact that you can be 18 and own, because I believe the AR was in his name. The fact that you can own it, I'm sorry, the policies just need to change with guns. Like
it needs to be a thing where if you under 21 and you have a gun, which they should let you have guns
unless you're coming out the
until you're at least 21, 25 anyway. You know what I mean? You can have a gun license at 18 because kids go hunting all the time.
For sure.
Fine. You know what I mean? You can have a gun license at a certain age, but you cannot own a gun. Because if you kill somebody before a certain time, if you don't kill, friend not here. Anyway, if you kill somebody before a specific time, you know what I mean, then it will rest wholly on your parents. You know what I mean? Which in that way would give accountability, so then they would be like, they wouldn't be so quick to get you firearms at 15, 16 years old. Like, that don't make any sense. And then like they also need to do a thing where, they have these laws where you can't have guns and stuff in schools or around schools and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But they need to get stricter on even that. It just shouldn't be a thing. You should only have a gun in your car if you're going to hunt, you going to the gun range. You shouldn't be, or if you have a carrying license, you know what I'm saying? But even then, like getting a carrying license should be harder.
In New York State, getting a carrying license is super hard.
But it should be like that everywhere.
Down south is very easy to get a carrying license.
You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like it should be harder everywhere.
Because New York State, like, why do you need a carrying license? Right. I don't care if you're a single woman living in a bad neighborhood. Why do you need a carrying license?
Right. Like
I don't care that your house has been broken into 3 times. Like, why do you need a carrying license? Like they do not want you to carry at all in New York State.
Right. But I understand because you got a shotgun in your house. You
got
fine.
Shotgun.
You know what I mean? Anything that you need to protect yourself should be in the
you go to Dixie and shotgun.
Right. Should be in the space that you need to protect.
Right.
It shouldn't be outside of that protected space. Once you take your shotgun out of your house,
it becomes a weapon.
It becomes a weapon.
Right.
Sure. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Even though technically in the law, you can't carry a sword around. I look.
But see, for me, I would want a carrying license because, like I said this morning, I'm getting my pistol permit.
Yeah.
You roll up in this church, I'm coming for you. Like I'm gonna try to get you before you get any of us.
But even in that, which that's a controversial thing on its own. But even with that, y'all can have guns in the church, and it could just because they stay in the church.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? It don't have to be something that you
That's
carry.
fact.
You don't got to be nothing you can carry. I just had a shotgun right on the hip of the pool pit. Pull up. You know what I'm saying? You know, put everything can carry one if that's what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? If we all that worried about it, you know what I mean? We all got shotguns in the
You gonna
car.
try to come in here in the middle of worship? Let me just put my Bible down.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You can still nobody said you can't have a shotgun in church. You know, I just feel like
In that kind of situation, it's because shotguns are in pieces. Because they'll tell you if you're ever not using your shotgun. Like if you're carrying it, it has to be open. But if it's not being in use, it needs to be broken apart in pieces. In a situation like that,
Nah.
But nobody. My thing is, nobody put no shotgun out. Technically, if you're carrying a pistol or anything, you ain't supposed to have no bullets in it at all. Where the bullets is and where you supposed to be, they should be in two totally different places.
That's a fact.
So, but don't nobody follow that rule. If you're carrying one, I know you got one in the chamber, at least. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. You said that's just smart. You got like, why would I waste a second on coming back?
But this is what I'm saying. So, as far as having a shotgun in the joint, it could be hanging at the door. You know what I'm saying?
It could be right next to me, next to the
everybody.
camera.
You know what I'm saying?
right next to the in remembrance of me
You know
table.
what I'm saying? You got it. You know what I'm saying? Got it.
What you do?
What's up?
About to present you, I'm about to make you live a sacrifice, bruh.
Stop playing this church. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm just saying, like, I know we joking this, whatever, but you know, so like, I understand that people feel like they need to be protected. They need to be protected at all times. Yes, that's true, and I'm not. And you know, definitely, it's gonna be situations where you know people be like, man, if I had a gun and this was in a situation, I'd be better. It could have worked out. I could have protected this person or that. And I'm not checking nobody that has been in those situations that has ever felt that way. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be safe and have gun control, you can't butt heads about it. You got to pick a side.
No, for sure.
I mean? And I feel like that's what the U.S. is having a problem with. They're having a problem picking sides.
And plus, let's just be honest, the red states, they fighting for their guns.
Every single day, sure.
They like, you're not taking the guns.
And I understand everybody fight for the guns.
Legit.
I don't want to take away nobody's right to have a gun.
Right.
Or my thing is, if whatever, just like at Cabela's, you can get a license, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You could buy a shotgun. They're gonna register your name on that shotgun. You buy bullets, they're gonna register your name to these bullets.
That's a fact.
And that should be and the same thing with your pistol, everything. So that means anybody that got something that ain't got no name on it, it's illegal. Period. And you can check everybody in that block. If anybody in that block got a gun, but they are registered, you can find it.
Yeah.
But this one person on the block that he thought he was safe because everybody in the block got a gun. He got a gun, but his gun not registered. He ain't got no name on it. That's even if it ain't the dude for this, he's still wrong.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. If you want to feel safe, you got to let go of some freedoms, and that's what everything. And I hate to say that. Yeah, you know, I know how a lot of people feel about freedom, and I am always against stuff. So I get it.
Yeah.
I'm against authority every day. So it's hard, but truth of the matter. You ain't gotta like me, just respect my opinion.
Fire 716, this is Big Frank in the morning with your girl Jay Cherie, the Dark Knight, Kev on air, and we got guests coming in at the last minute. Say hello.
JQ was good.
JQ in the building. We get ready to go into our final thoughts, and since JQ just got here, I'm not gonna throw it on him first because I'm gonna give him time to prep. Kev on air.
What's up with you, Brody?
What's your words of encouragement for the people?
What you saying?
Dang.
Be ye also ready.
Okay. So just be prepared. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
All right.
That's it.
He got
Stay
bars.
ready.
Dark Knight.
We all got reasons why we don't trust the other. The real issue is why we do it to each other. What I'm trying to say is, everybody got reasons why you know, you don't want to do something or you don't trust somebody to do A, B, C. But then we go ahead and we do it with people that we love, that we actually do trust. You know what I mean? Like, if your circle is questionable, you need to exit that circle.
For sure.
All right. Thank you.
I'll just say,
Your mic is on.
Is it so? Oh, it's on.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
I would just say, just gotta be protected out here. Just, there's a lot of crazy stuff. Like I was talking with my girlfriend earlier, and I was just saying, like, I understand certain ages for kids shouldn't have phones, but I mean, it's getting to a point now where kids need to have phones because there's so much crazy things going on with the killing and stuff like that, and people just need to stay in contact and just, you know, either stay protected or at least just have your phone on you so that way you can reach 911.
Okay.
Stay safe.
In the spirit of Big Frank, Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. 1 for my master, 1 for the dame, 1 for the little girl who lives down the lane. Make sure that as you are securing your bag that you're able to provide for other people. Don't be selfish with collecting and having it all for yourself, because sometimes your community is going to need you. So sometimes you're gonna need to have 1 bag for, you know, the dame. You're gonna have 1 bag for the girl down the lane. You know, you have to be at the place in your life where you are willing to invest and contribute to the community, because it's not all about you. So while you got this sheep, while you got this, you know, this Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool while you're out here? Make sure the people is warm. Make sure you provide it for your community. This is Big Frank in the morning with your girl Jay Sheree. The Dark Knight, Kev on air, and JQ. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. You know, to give you some more give you more hot topics and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do one last pay your bill spill, and we'll see you tomorrow. Let's go, let's get it.
Yeah. Pull that one out your pocket, man.
I did.
I'm tired about it.
She's slightly brilliant. She's slightly brilliant. It's okay.
Your brother is leaking out.
Leaking on you. Oh, so bad.
She's kind of brilliant in her own right.
So bad.
Yeah.
Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles, currently located at 701 Kensington Avenue in the city of Buffalo, New York. Come and get a taste of the greedy Greg's chicken sandwich with a famous and amazing slap sauce. And don't forget those specialty waffles, red velvet, cookies and cream, Cinnabon, only at Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles. Place your orders now at Crenshaw'sChickenandWaffles.com. That's Crenshaw'sChickenandWaffles.com. Pull up to 701 Kensington Avenue in the city of Buffalo, New York. That's Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles.
Come create at Hanley Studios, 545 Main Street, Niagara Falls, New York. Poetry, improv, comedy, music, and more. Hanley Studios, available for renting. We have lights, sound, and stage equipment. Hanley Studios, 545 Main Street, Niagara Falls, New York. We provide live streaming. For more information, call 716-371-2780, extension 2, 716-371-2780, extension 2.
Fire 716 Radio, serving the best in urban and inspirational music.
For the